Yo, what's up, you guys? So, this is obviously a new review. I know it's been a little while since I've had a review, and that's because, and I actually got $100, and there's for confirmation, and I spent a little less than $40 on this guy because I didn't have just like a 25, which I should have. That would have been so much easier, but nonetheless, I got $15 out of it, so yeah. So this is from GameStop. That's why it costs $25. And this is Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. Kaine actually is probably a better name for him because he's not the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider, but nonetheless, he is a Scarlet Spider or Spider-Man of Houston, Texas, I think. So before we get a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box. Here's the box. So this is obviously where he was. Has Marvel Spider-Man, has a Scarlet Spider, has a spider logo at the top. It says Build-A-Figure SPDR. He's got side artwork. And on the back it has a picture of the figure. It has all the figures in the wave. So far I really just want him and then these two, Cloak and Dagger. Oh, and Doc Ock, but we'll talk about that in a different video. And then it has a bio which reads, the product of a failed Spider-Man cloning project, Kaine is an unstable villain who dons the suit of Scarlet Spider. See, he's not he's more of an anti-hero. But before we get a look at the figure, let's take a look at what he comes with. First is the Build-A-Figure piece, which is for the SPDR. I don't know if I'll ever complete this wave, but if I do, then I'll get another Spider-Verse figure. So, there's that. And the other accessories are two fists, and then an unmasked head, which, well, pretty easy. But I'm guessing it's not going to be easy to get this on. I know I don't have the figure, but I do know what it looks like. I know that, that the Cosmic Spider-Man came with like a normal version of this head sculpt. It is done really well, and I kind of like it. On there. That's pretty cool. But of course, I'm going with the masked head for articulation and stuff. So obviously, standard. The paint job is done really well since most of it they don't really mess up on. You got the black spider logo there, and the red spider logo there. And yeah, basically there's really no paint problems except for like on the little thorns, if you can see it. Well, you can't really see it, but like some of the paint from the thorns are going onto the fingers a bit. Now this one is more of like that hand paint goes onto the thorn, but it's okay because it looks like it's like, ripping the suit. So nothing they can really mess up on. I like this body. It's one of my favorite bodies. And yes, this is a figure I'm keeping out. But I might put one of the other figures away. But like, his accessories are gonna go in there. So I only got one figure. This is from GameStop, so it was probably better I only got one because I could have just spent all of my money right away. But unfortunately, when I went there, they didn't have really anything new. They didn't have, what's his name? Not his name, but the new X-Men wave or anything. They didn't have any of the Endgame wave. They only had like a couple Star Wars figures. Yeah, and then the sad thing was when I went back to Target to meet up with my dad because he was in Target. I saw the Marvel Legends Target exclusive Kree suit, Captain Marvel, or Dr. Minerva. I could have gotten that. So, but nonetheless, I got a new Spider figure, and I'm happy to have him. It's not the end of the review or anything. I'm happy to have him because, you know, I get another Spider-Verse figure, and there's a lot of them. So, glad to finally get this one. Now, let's get a look at the articulation. So, the head can move up that far, down that far, move side to side, no tilt, the arms move out that far, can do a full 360. It's got butterfly joints. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then a swivel and a hinge for the hand. You can crunch that far forward and that far back. He has a waist swivel. His legs can move out that far, move back not at all. He's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, a boot cut. His ankle can move down that far, up that far, and he has ankle pivot. Now to scale up with this figure, let's get this guy. So I only have a few figures out right now. So I'm going to have him scale up with another Spider figure, which is Spider-Punk. And I think these two kind of look cool together. So basically same size a little bit. I think he might be a little bit taller, but I can't tell. But, you know, he might be taller because of the spikes. But, yeah, so there's that. Then there's a guy that uses the same body and has the same color scheme, and that is Deadpool. Come on, stand up. So, there you have it with that. So I guess, if you really wanted to, I mean, it doesn't really match Deadpool's color scheme a whole much. I don't know if this will fit in there, but you can have Deadpool with fists, but it kind of looks a little bit large, so I don't think it can go in there all the way anyways. So, if you wanted, there's an idea. I do want to know, though, and I know it's not exactly like a Deadpool head, but it could work because, like, his head is kind of messed, like, his face is messed up and everything. If this would work. Like an older Deadpool, I guess you could use that, but no, I'm not going to, obviously. So, there you have it. And by the way, if you're wondering where I'm having all these figures hang out, I will show you in the next video I'm going to post today, which will probably be like right after this one, because all that. I'm actually really happy to have a Kaine figure, since he is probably one of the most like famous and most loved loved Spider-Man. I want to get the Ben Reilly one as well, but I'm also going to get the House of M Spider-Man in the same wave, which will definitely be a shorter review because of how he is. But nonetheless, I'm still happy to have him. I do wish he at least came with 2 fists, you know, because he is a wrestler, so he could, you know, type thing. But, anyways, this is the Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider, aka Kaine, figure review. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.